I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, I hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his sixth season, 28 years of age, former second-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplating maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On play action, it's Carr. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Wait, that green 80.
53, Mike.
When he hit. You better bring. Slow down there.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. On play action. Now Carr. Smith catches left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL, but Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Throwing now is Carr. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Field goals, all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
You ain't got nothing.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Past the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory.
Passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another try for Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Kyle Love coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw his Carr over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Here's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Brady again. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Brady going to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Adam Shaheen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He'll find his running back here, Richard. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
1st down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Chiefs.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
A gain of 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And we'll see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Brady now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Right at the 40. To throw is Brady. Open man right side is Cup, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He's looking for Ridley again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third and short. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Let me do it.
On the draw, Richard.
Give me some.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Brady now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brady finds his tight end Ingram, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going up top for Kupp. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And that'll set them back 5.
Come on now, let's go.
A false start backs them up 5. First and 15.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Brady over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. James has got it. Complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Free to throw again. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Right here, right here.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Carr to throw. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Now, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders get a score closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
15 yards on the play, first down. Brady nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 10 more there and another first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Brady again. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. But look at this. Brady, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Carr gives to Richard, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Switzer on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
First down, Chiefs.
Coming to you, coming to you.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
53.
Sugar!
On second down, Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5 now. Brady on the screen. This is Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Cleveland Farrell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Carr. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's a drive that ends in 3, and I know that that line sounds familiar. It's because I've said it 7 times now, and that leaves him 1 short of the NFL record of 8 field goals in 1 game.
It has been a lot of settling for 3, but I tell you what, it's nice to know that you have someone this reliable to turn to.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't...
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Lambo on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 42, Raiders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Carr now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. To throw is Carr. It's brought in by Harris. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Wait for the end.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
380. 380 hit.
Let's go. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now a play fake, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Carr throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr Smith catches left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third.
Hey, Alabama.
Again, it's Barkley. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On second and 2, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The offense on third down tonight, they've been stymied left and right, converted only one time. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Was looking for Ridley again, and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.